Welcome back to AWN. It's the second last week before Unleashed, and the action isn't stopping. We've got a huge show tonight, but let's take a look at last week. Deonna Bradley picked up a win against Nadia Morrison and progressed to the semi-final of the women's tournament. Mickey Robertson was attacked from behind by the Duke of Sheddocksley, Ford Windsor, allowing Leroy Wright to take advantage and progress in the men's tournament. And Caitlin made her debut, beating Alana Caldwell, setting up a match with Nicole in the women's semi-finals. And it was all bragging rights in the main event as Home Alone picked up the pin with FLYBOY FRASER GOW to beat Mr. Arse and Dan. But first tonight, we head to the women's AWN title tournament to complete the semi-final lineup with Naomi Sandoval of Team Tap Out facing the Aptitude of Ayrshire, Tara Craig. And well, we were scheduled to have an interview with this man right here, Ford Windsor, the Duke of Sheddocksley. He's obviously decided to take matters into his own hands. Well, let's give him his introductions anyway. He is self-proclaimed royalty. He believes that the class divide is good for society. He says the working class are where they are for a reason. Make of that what you will, but apparently he's got some things to say. And he says, I wouldn't expect any of you filthy rats to understand what I did last week. In time you will, because everyone does eventually. You will come to understand that the working class heroes are false idols. Success breeds success. Power is power. I was born great, and all of you know it. You can see it. And when I'm done with Mickey Robertson, you'll see that there is no charm in being lower class. There is only those with true class and bottom feeders. Well, that's some strong words there from the Duke of Sheddocksley, Ford Windsor. We'll see what Mickey Robertson has to say about that in the lead up to Unleashed. But a real statement being made by Ford Windsor. Well, after that interruption from Ford Windsor, we're moving on to our first match of the evening. This is Naomi Sandoval of Team Tap Out. She's a bona fide war machine, ladies and gentlemen. She spent a long time training with American Top Team. That's where she met Deonna Bradley, who we saw last week. She says she'll be looking to use her agility and experience on the mat to get past Tara Craig. Well, we'll see what she's made of tonight as she makes her debut. And this will complete our semi-final lineup in the women's AWN title tournament. Well, here is the Aptitude of Ayrshire, Tara Craig. She used to work under the ring name Ayr Butlins, and she draws on as much of her Scottish ancestry as possible to keep her fighting spirit alive. She's a dangerous competitor here on AWN, ladies and gentlemen. She's looking to get through this quarterfinal But the woman standing across the ring from her is no mug. And Naomi Sandoval will be looking to match her at every point in this match. Well, the action's getting underway, everyone. Big vibes, big vibes. Intensity in both women's eyes. And the bell rings, and here they go. Straight off the ropes goes Naomi. She did say it would be her agility she would be looking to utilize here. But straight in with a big ham fist. And just crunching the arm of Tara Craig. Huge kicks to the face. This is mean offense at the start. She runs the ropes. A huge punt kick. Massive punt to the face of Tara Craig. She can't get anything going here, but she's looking to now. Throws Naomi Sandoval across the ring, and she gets the respite in amongst her friends at Team Tap Out. And hits Tara with a German suplex. A huge clothesline, a fat lariat on the outside of the ring. That must have hurt. It's massive offense at the start here from Naomi Sandoval, who has a lot of experience. She's been in octagons, pentagons. Wherever they'll throw you in to have a match, she's been in them, and she's won. And it is showing right now as Tara Craig is really struggling to get anything going. Team Tap Out almost forming a block around her. But it's off the ropes goes Naomi Sandoval. And she goes in for the cover. This has been a disaster so far for Tara Craig. Only the one count though. And she rolls her over a couple of punches. And Rocky Nichols, that man is absolutely obsessed with undoing a turnbuckle pad. And here goes Tara Craig, she's DDT'd the ankle. We've seen that from a couple of wrestlers here on AWN. I don't really know what it does. It doesn't seem to have slowed Naomi down any. She hits Tara Craig with a massive kick and another one in the corner just for good measure. And a massive like cross body almost. And now stands her up. Well, arm drag from Tara Craig. Can she get a bit of momentum here? She's got little bits of offense in. The ref redoing the turnbuckle pad. And it's a huge fisherman's suplex. Or fisherman's brainbuster potentially. Referee manages to spot the cover, smacking Naomi Sandoval in the head while doing it. A bit more sprightly from the referee this week. It's a good sign. Craig Tara just giving Team Tap Out some juice here. It's giving Naomi a breather. She can't afford to give Naomi Sandoval any breathers with the way this match has gone. A huge shot to the face there. And now, what are we going to see here? A huge slam. And now into the cover goes Tara. And a huge kick out from Naomi Sandoval. Kicked out with conviction there. And now just a knee to the upper arm. Just breaking her down limb for limb. Well, hopefully. As we go into a modified armbar here. And Naomi manages to get herself out of that. And Rocky Nichols with his turnbuckle fetish once again. And Naomi's gone the wrong way. Could have dealt some more damage with the exposed turnbuckle. And the referee once again tending to that situation. As Naomi gets a series of elbows in. Now off the ropes goes Tara, and a huge boot. Like a massive taekwondo sidekick there. And that's it. A massive display from Naomi Sandoval this week. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to a little commercial.
Welcome to Luna's Astral Insights. It's Aries season, which means I'm full of passion, courage and determination. It also means that it's no surprise that Jillian couldn't beat me in week 1. With the stars on my side, I'm always going to be one step ahead. Consider or unleash the proof that the power of astrology will always beat a conspiracy theorist.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We go to our next action. And introducing the BERVIE Brawler, Finlay McLeod. This man is straight out of the fighting pits of Inverbervie. He fights to get rid of the doggone blues. He normally wears glasses, but when they're off, anyone in his path needs to steer clear. Has potential to become a big contender here on AWN. But we'll see how he fares in his debut match here on week 3 of AWN. While introducing, ladies and gentlemen, TONY CASTRO. He's the illegitimate son of Fidel Castro. He says he's not here to take part nor take over. He's here to break the wheel and rebuild it the Castro way. He says he'll be taking Fidel's influence in his blood to help him reshape AWN. This is a mean son of a gun arriving on AWN. 2 massive debuts in the roster. And we'll see what they've got in store for us tonight. The BERVIE Brawler, Finlay McLeod ready to go. As we start the match, and a tie up here, straight onto a fireman's carry with the BERVIE Brawler, and a huge offense, massive right hand connecting with Tony Castro. And a whole lot of nothing happening there. But Finlay McLeod hitting with some huge offense right from the get-go. And Tony's not managed to get anything going as of yet. Huge shots there. This is just harsh stuff from Finlay McLeod. He's got some steam to get off his chest, I think. But Tony Castro rolls him over. He grabs the legs. A huge shot to the groin there. I think it mostly connects with the abdomen. That's why we're still going, and it's not been a disqualification. Massive face buster from Tony Castro. If I'm seeing things right, I think he's been busting open early on. A huge kick to the back of Finlay. And Tony Castro displaying some mean offense. This is huge. Drop kick to his seated opponent. He is busted open, but it's maybe fueled him up even more. Big shots to the back from Finlay McLeod. Or kick. Sets up the arm. Crazy eyes here from the BERVIE Brawler. Just wrenching that wrist. And a double knee to the back. Referee had to get out the way fast. This guy's going absolutely mental out there. This man is ready to go. And TONY Castro running the ropes. He runs into a big knee and a big shot to the head. Castro has almost been second best at every point. Finlay is just putting an absolute beating on TONY Castro. Huge knee to the face, into a cover. But he only gets the one. I thought that was game over for sure, everyone. Into a neck breaker there from TONY Castro. He's going to that turnbuckle. I wonder if anyone's actually going to use that. We didn't see much of the action on those exposed turnbuckles last week as we're into an armbar. And Finlay powers out of it. Huge shots to the face. And TONY Castro is up shit creek without a paddle here. Massive knee from the fireman carry. And that's it. It's all over. The BERVIE Brawler, Finlay McLeod, picks up the win in his debut here on AWN. Well, that's absolutely massive for him. We'll see how he carries on through from that victory. Well, here's FLYBOY FRASER GOW, who's set for action tonight. And oh my god, from behind it's Mr. Arse with a baseball bat. He's busted him open and he's just running away. He's left FLYBOY FRASER GOW for dead. Oh my god. But it seems Mr. Arse has absolutely lost it. He's obviously sees FLYBOY as his top contender and he wants to take him out completely. But we're nearly at AWN Unleashed. Champions will be crowned, and there are lots of scores to be settled. You are not going to want to miss this. Well, following the shocking scenes just a moment ago, here's FLYBOY on his way to the local hospital. We'll keep you updated with his condition as we hear of it. But like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, FLYBOY FRASER GOW was due to compete tonight. But obviously that's not going to happen as he's on his way to the hospital. So we've scrambled for a match and we've managed to bring out Deonna Bradley of Team Tap Out. Obviously off the back of her win against Nadia Morrison, she's looking to keep her momentum going. Still waiting for news on who her opponent's gonna be. By the sound of things coming in my ear right now, backstage is a fucking mess. I think the police are being called. We're still waiting for a full report from the paramedics, but Deonna Bradley has stepped up to the mark and she's going to be competing. Who's she fighting? Who's she fighting? This is Tubby making her AWN debut. She just woke up, I can confirm that. She was on her bus and she was grabbed super quick. Fortunately for her, she does sleep in her wrestling gear. She has to be comfy cozy, ladies and gentlemen. If she isn't, hellfire and brimstone rain down. This woman is fueled by mini eggs, Coca-Cola, peanut M&Ms, and yummy dinner. At the end of the night, she caps it all off with a sleepy time tea. She's not sponsored by any of these brands, but she is open to offers. Well, our match on the fly here, ladies and gentlemen. Deonna Bradley takes on Tubby in Tubby's AWN debut. So here we go, slow start. Deonna makes a little walk to the ring and Tubby looking to size her up and she goes in. We're into a roll-up pin here. And Deonna couldn't get out of it. Oh my God, what's just happened? I don't even know what to say right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is, well, Deonna is furious, but she just had to get out of the pin. Tubby picking up a shocking upset here on AWN in her debut. That's an AWN record. Well, now, well, where the fuck do we go now? We're going to our main event, and we're completing our men's semi-final lineup, assuming he can compete. FLYBOY FRASER GOW's gonna face Leroy Wright in the semi-finals coming up in the future. Mr. Arse had a great showing against Scott Keith in week 1, but our main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is Home Alone versus the baldest man on the planet, Dan Nickel, for the chance to go to AWN Unleashed and win the gold. Oh, here is the showstopper! Home Alone making his second appearance on AWN. He's walking in here tonight to reach the semi-finals of the men's AWN Championship Tournament. He'll be walking in with loads of confidence after getting the pinfall on Mr. Arse, which honestly was crazy. I didn't see that happening for him, but he's managed it, and heading into this one, it's going to be all momentum on Home Alone's side as he takes on the baldest man on the planet, Dan Nickel. But my God, we have to talk about what's transpired tonight. I mean, a few moments ago we saw FLYBOY FRASER GOW getting taken absolutely out of the game by Mr. Arse with a baseball bat. And he's on his way to the hospital. We wish him well. Hopefully before the end of the episode we've got an update. But here he comes. The baldest man on the planet, Daniel Nickel. This man's gonna have some scores to settle this week after being on the losing side last week. And you know, like, you could say that it was Mr. Arse that got pinned, but a loss is a loss and it doesn't look good on anyone's record. It's not good times to start with for Daniel Nickel, but we also have to talk, ladies and gentlemen, about that roll-up pin from Tubby. That has to have been all game plan. You know, she must have stood at the other side of the ring from Deonna Bradley and thought, I don't think I can go toe-to-toe with her, especially not having just woken up. And she just, you know, walks up to her, rolls her up. I'm sure Team Tap Out are going to have a lot to say about that, but here go these two gladiators of AWN as Home Alone misses from the middle rope early on. Pretty 50-50 so far. Massive kick to the face, but Dan recovers pretty well. And now into a fireman's carry. And just dumping him onto the turnbuckle. But Dan manages to get himself some leverage. And now, Home Alone looking to take full control of this match as Dan gets sent flying onto the outside. And Home Alone happy to watch the count happen. Needs to be careful with that. He doesn't want to allow Dan too much time to recover. Well, what's he got planned here? He did allow Dan too much time. That's alright. Is it? Huge shots to the face from Dan Nickel. Into a tie up and sends Home Alone flying down the ringside area. And back into the ring comes Home Alone, and he's just been met with a forearm off the middle rope from Dan. Only gives him a 1 count though. And now into the turnbuckle goes Home Alone. The showstopper isn't getting much going right now. Is a huge kick from the middle rope. And Home Alone getting smacked in the head by the referee. She loves that one. Dan really getting some offense in. Huge knee to the face. That's got to be a broken nose. It's potential injuries left, right and centre this week. I guess it isn't ballet. It's Dan Nickel. Huge double stomp off the top rope. And he's lapping it up with the crowd. Huge shots to the face from Dan onto Home Alone, who is taking an absolute pasting right now. Massive kick to the face. And up goes Dan. Just giving the fans something to be pissed off about by the sounds of things. He goes for a Superman punch. Dan went for a Superman punch and it looked like Home Alone dodged it. And he's getting some punches in of his own. Home Alone lifts Dan up. Massive knee to the face. Is this it? He's into the cover. And that's it. It's game over for Dan Nickel. He won't progress in the title tournament. But I'll tell you who will. It's Home Alone who picks up the victory. My God, what a display. It was 50-50 for so long, but Home Alone triumphs. Well, what a week of action, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we've completed all of our semi-final lineups, and we've potentially lost one of the men's semi-finalists to injury. I mean, Tubby's debut, absolutely shocking scenes. But join us next time, as it is the final show before Unleashed. Stay tuned, it's all action here on AWN.